Right, so ceacht there's a test for a particular disease gives a 90% positive result for those who have the disease and give a negative result for the remaining 10%. Now, for those who do not have the disease, the test gives a positive result in 1% of the cases and a negative result in the remaining 99% of cases. So from a large population in which only 0.2% have the disease, a person is selected at random and tested. Now, if the test gives a positive result, what is the probability that the person selected actually has the disease? Right, so rud mi go lian in short mi go librasi short sheets. So if it gives, so smichi rud if the test gives a positive result. So here rud das ikartu na taru jarafa. So here rud das ikartu. Okay, you want a positive result. So the quartu taru jarafa. Now, what gives a positive result? So 90% positive result for those who have the disease. So raised to the full 90%. Now, what percentage have the disease? From a large population in which only 0.2% have the disease. So test could go 90%, they 0.2%. Okay, so she need head part agus. Jinti Wellington. GLA test going. For those who do not have disease, the test gives a positive result in 1% of cases and a negative result in the remaining 99%. So when you part journey to the for here from day. Now, change the population with the 0.2 positive, so obviously it has got a 99.8%. Okay, that will give us a positive result. Okay, now, so opposite so to A or shot, so to dollar that A cosmla. Okay, so 90%, so 0.9, maybe 0.2%, so 0.002, maybe 0.002, yeah, okay, plus it reached 1%, so 0.01, maybe 0.998. Okay, now, question is the calculator. 0.9 maybe for 0.002. That gives you to 0.0018 plus 0.01 maybe for 0.998. That gives you to 0.00998. So summing right like hella. So plus 0.0018. I guess you might figure the 0.01178. So the percentage in us to get a positive result. You can show a positive result, yes. Now, Dana can the B and us so Jeremy will be J. Okay. So you reach use me A is B. So my back gene test from a large population which only 0.2 have the disease, a person is collected random test. If the test gives a positive result, what is the probability that the person selected actually has the disease? So Jeremy will B will in package again. Okay, so B an package again. Now the rest. Now it's going to probability that you need add this open more, right? Now it's right to make question is not A intersection B. So to make question Taru Jarafa agus an package again. Okay, so to the question Taru Jarafa agus an package again. So rest what gives a positive result and the person has the disease, so 90%, so 0.9, that 0.002, because it is 2%, 0.2% of the population had the disease. So reach the shin cosmla 0.0018. Okay, so next to A, so probability to A intersection B you going. the probability they going nestimate added the probability da estimate quarti. So this muchin estimate quarti the probability of B given that A has occurred. Okay, so sooner to make quarti. Oh, just now indeed. Right? So the Oceanigan and you said part yet. Oceanigan and you so could B. Yeah, right. So next to me quarti the probability of B given that A has occurred. So this the probability of B goal thari jarfa agus an akid again then. So this to show the probability of A intersection B is given the probability of A. So this to show A intersection B 0.0018 around the probability of A. So this in yamni punchy yamni heen a short art. So we can share the half later 0.0018 around the previous answer. I guess you might forget that Niha is going to quick hit off Muni. Which the quadrant is the get HQ in decimal place due to 0.1528. Okay, so this figure rest equals 15.28%. 15.28% chance of someone actually having the disease. Okay. Ocean rubber ni sager div doi brush machisa. Doesn't yanse kill div. So these types of rubber go awkward, but these just quite div brush machis. Right. Remember today, kaji kiss the hinjig. Now, when you kiss the hinjig, kai to 3 auxiliary sample. Hopefully you'd have copped on kai to 3. The dice first to show you in this 3 diagram. Remember the 3 diagrams of Reva? No? Right, so the short here. So this is supposed to hold the short the ocean sketchy gan on you. Yeah, right. So just buy them to the focus. Is no good, Ashley? Yeah, right. So erase just try to catch over the hinge. So run the image when you catch the hinge with 3 diagram, right? So 3 machines A, B, and C. So run them to go the end correct to share A, B, agus C. So A, B, agus C. Okay. Produce respectively 50%, 30%, and 20%. So 0.5, 0.3, agus 0.2. Okay, so show the percentages. Okay, of the total number of items of factory, the percentage of defective items. So run to defective. So this we got to express as defective, non-defective. So come D when you're defective, ND when you're not defective. Okay, right kind of when you B, defective, not defective, defective, not defective. Now, so mark this the percentage of the defective items out by these machines are respectively 3, 4, and 5%. So this shot nemni punchy 3, nemni punchy care, I guess nemni punchy quick from gate. We don't really need the not defective, but it is okay. Now, so do my up in 3 diagram. Mark and test are in the branches, right? So just out can use. Okay, mark in the branches, test something that's called a probability that A and D. So that means the probability of we select item A and it's defective. Okay, so the shin column la nemni punch a quick, maybe for nemni punch 3. Okay, I guess the shin column 0.015 of it. Just double check that. 0.5 maybe for 0.3. I should 0.15. Go with that. Should to 0.15. Was it okay? We're on the new okay lesson. Yeah, right. Different concha. So this probability of B intersection D. So given that you select B and it's defective, it is nemni punch 3, maybe for nemni punch K. So the frag rate at 0. See here 0.12. As you can journal, the probability of C given that D is defective is 0.2, maybe for 0.5 is the same quadrant 0.1. Now, my outcome is 3 diagram. Out Muhammad says Charlie. That means A is defective, B is defective, C is defective. So Muhammad then you says you to make find the probability that it's defective. because it's A, B and C. So some associate shaw, but you shouldn't do any probability in a score to the league defective. So 0.15 plus 0.12 plus 0.1 is to 0.37. Oh, sorry, mistake. Wine, John, do mistake. Jason 0.3. It's in 30%, so it should be 3%. So 0.3. Come on, just 0.4, 0.5. Okay, just see my gross out more. So it is to shot 0.015. So could shot 0.3 and 0.03, 0.04, 0.05. So it is to shot 0.015, 0.012. Agus 0.01. So it is 0.037. Is it okay again there? Yeah. Right. Gene formula na smiha. If an item is selected at random and found to be defective, find the probability that it was produced by machine A. So smichi na the formula. The conditional formula. So to make quite the probability that it's A given that it's D defective. Do you get it? Just be clear, if an item is selected random and found to be defective, so that's the condition. It has to be defective. Find the probability that it was produced by machine A. So the question that it was produced by machine A given that it is defective. So raise the showing cosmic probability of A intersection D is given the probability of D. So raised I guess in the Shalinish there, I guess you to A intersection D is 0.015 around 0.037. Okay, I guess we should the quid jig is given draw chart and you can get the fragment machine or he get okay? Yeah. Okay, so the starting calculus was so horrible. But quid jig is going draw a chart. I guess you to 0.405. Now Hocklet Carwitz and just supposed to say I got my cut down. Unless you should give your answer correct to 2 decimal places in the road. Just flag the figure cut down because that's the most accurate result he got. That wasn't okay. So there's a 15 and 37 chances of it coming from machine A. Right, machine added 3G again in us. Right, so when you 3G in 3 diagram faster, it will help. Okay. Jigging on in 3 diagram run much in Shakia. Yeah, right. So in a certain school, 25% of boys and 40% of girls study higher level maths. That's about right, these off us. Okay. 60% of the students in the school are boys. If a student is picked at random and found to study higher level maths, what is the probability that the student is a girl? Okay, so it is tashi off here to la Venn diagram boy and girl. Tashi la B equals G. Right? Now, it is Jane Kidded and the gas as a Scott. 60, so since 0.6 we cast the time, alright? So did the fire when you get say 0.4, what do you mean? Okay, 0.4. Now split us in the channels. Higlatal higher level maths agus ordinary level, Jeremy. So higher level, ordinary level. So we split into 2 higher agus ordinary level. Right. So Jane Kidded then the get side to genu or gas to genu higher level. 25%, so 0.25. agus gesain sin 40%, so 0.4. Okay? Now, níl ordinary level í all learn, because let's go going to cecht the ordinary level. Right. Now, the rest just lean shot to the 3 diagram of dog here. So rest just more screen shot upper and student fuck that Kira. So Dohalart, that is a boy that studies higher level maths. So it's B intersection H. So you can then you share no 3 diagram. So it's a boy that studies higher level maths. Okay, so it's 0.6 by 0.25. Okay. So now you punch here quick. Okay, what can I show? Dohalart the gessa agus these are hard level maths. Now you punch here, maybe find now you punch here. So now you punch here in shape. Okay. Now, my homes and vertical legitimate my file, Kira. Aye, but what does it represent? Probability of higher level maths, yes. So probability of higher level maths, codimla nevni punch 3 here. Okay. Then 3 diagram very handy in the wall when you show on the wall. It's just a quick and handy way la solution now. Has any 3 diagram needs and leaving cert honors maths in a sla quick shape on there. So you never know it could come up with the issue. Okay. Now rest jets me to question as the cecht. If a student is picked at random and is found to study higher level maths, so that's the condition. So the question, Kai should be genuine level maths, what is the probability that the student is a girl? So rest is question the probability that the student is a girl given that they study higher level maths. Okay. Rest is the probability of G intersection H answered the probability of H. So rest G intersection H and you punch here in the shade answered you punch 3 here. So frigre shade jig is going traha. Okay. Now kiss the car jig jantin doy here in the run with kiss over the doy so we okay lesson. Or we alright lesson. Chocolate just out of curiosity. Get my cable at the end. Kiss the J in it. That's awkward. Now you hit like 3 diagram in the shot, so you have to think. Right? So Jen just get more with digging to major on my level you go to all the kiss the J and it's tricky. I shouldn't kiss the hockle heart needs to leave inside. Kiss casa kiss the J. The king is that tricky machine. Okay? So we're my quick go with you Dave. See what you hear now they figure them out and then run my free glue. So making the kiss the giant so far. So the 3 walks are good, A, B, C. 3 jarred quick boy in box A. Yeah, jarred boy in wine in box B, agus yeah, jarred agus 3 boy in box C. So toss me off here to E, go pick a mit Merlin jarred. So we pick a red marble. So reach pick A agus jarred is 1/3 by 3/8. So the rest is in cut my hin is gonna art. Plus go pick mit B, it is 1/3 by 2/3. So reach in do is gonna 9. Plus is the ken journey you to do is gonna quit you go pick mit C agus jarred. Now, some of you can like this. So you fight the position you need. Oh, 1, 2 done? He shard 3, okay, it's gone. 3 H Asco. That's okay. Right. And then you okay, listen? Yeah, right, so she need head part. Right. Could be funny F in us. So just me go left to the F. Merlin Jericho box A. Yeah. Okay, so it reached go down again more the down so O box A. So shouldn't basically what the music attention. So O box A. Okay, so next time is question E intersection F. Now, sin the probability that E go with the scale, so board in the screen. So the probability that E is 173 over 360. Now, change probability that E intersection F. So sin Jarek, Merlin Jarek, O box A. Okay, so it's in the whole that should already open the one. Merlin Jarek O box A, so this in quadrant heen. So reach sin heen see here, maybe fat 3 R2, which the quadrant heen is going north. Okay. So sin the probability that E intersection F. Which you can write me a new job around the new listen. Yeah. Quadrant. So reached, good than just the formula scheme on us. In formula need. So the probability of F given that E has occurred. Okay, so the probability of F given that E has occurred. So reached the shin quadrant. The probability of E and F is given the probability of E. So E and F sin he north our answer K chap mod 3 is going to see chaska. So reach the sin quadrant he north made fat 3 he chaska is going K chap mod 3. I guess you to fricker it. The cara quick is going K chapel 3. Is it okay? Is it okay again then? Yeah? So it is Sinicky now test your hockler needs a pepper sweet in us. So it is just kite we the kudama. My figlant is the more due to the getty funny eagles F and then just the probability of the ma is fairly straightforward. Right, so much okay la hall regagine head section alle. Right. So head sectional and na independent events, okay? So independent, so Gaelic are independent. Now split. So we must get this in the screen shot. Okay, so now split. Okay, so a chain rod the high to nan box the jarrig really chain rod the high majol major. Now E and F are independent events. So these two events E and F are said to be independent if the occurrence of one event has no bearing on whether or not the other occurs. So that means this is now square. So kind of going to solo on this map when you shot. Right, so costla. Map left a coin 3 with it. Right? What's the chances of getting ahead on the first flip? 1 and 2. Will bearing exchange you marry down the flip? No. Right? So it has no bearing at all. What's the probability I get a head or a tail on the second flip? 1 and 2. But it is kite man. Now Marty Kangle the reverse costla getting ahead on the second flip is 1 and 2 if they're independent events. Now, if they're dependent events is what's the probability getting ahead for the first time on the second flip? Kite win to Kuruma. Because to be in a yellow head flip. Does that make sense? So that means kite to tail is the head flip and then kite to head is the down flip. So I'm free children asked me got free kiss heathens and sneaking out kiss exact needs. But the rod the height all the is just a formula, the probability of E intersection F. Just put in some cheese. Okay, so the probability of E intersection F is equal to the probability of E made the probability of F. Okay. Mátha E agus F now split. So this entire. Okay. Mátha E agus F now split. Okay. Right, so we're supposed to is fair, I'll just touch measure ceacht 23.3. Just you Okay, right. 2 coins are tossed. The possible outcomes can be listed in the form HT, standing for head on the first coin and a tail on the second coin. So rather usually I'm going to guess myself goni less tell them on now comes a goni, but no matter all that, but it's a good habit. Now race to yeah coin a good. So you to head, tail, or head, tail, head agus tail. Remember tail, tail, head agus head. Okay, anyway, it's still the same outcome. They do head, head, the inner head, the wheat, and then tail, tail, but the answer is same thing. So shin the outcomes. One flipping does the yeah coin. He got head agus tail, he got tail agus tail, he got head agus head, or he got tail agus head. There's your 4 outcomes. Okay, now 2 coins are tossed. The possible outcomes can be listed in the form HT, standing on the head and tail on the second. Now, every heat, part of the heat. If E is an event of getting a head on the first coin, find the probability of E. So reason just flip a coin, change chances give me head. In figure Augustin sin Kieran 1 and 2. So race can you come in, you have to flip a coin away. So race is either head or tail. So you have 1 and 2 chances. So race species the probability of a head is equal to 1 and 2. Okay? Or short E it's a magic says in short. So E is short when you show probability of E, which is a head. Which is okay again, very straightforward. Right. If F is the event of getting a head on the second coin, find the probability of F. So the race when you down account the probability of F is equal to getting a head now on the second toss. So race fade outcome again. Cahar agus fade can the Higgin head down on the second, 2 out of 4, which is also half. Okay. So these to flip all down the coin if they're independent. Okay. Now find the probability of E intersection F and the probability of F given that E is occurs, and hence investigate if E and F are independent. Okay, so these things we're going to hash it off. The probability of E intersection F. So could you show? Miha. What's the probability of E intersection F? So you have to head on the first and a head on the second. So what's the probability? How could the outcomes? Head on the first, head on the second, 1 in. 1 in. Hit outcome? 1 in 4. So raise the probability. Do you get on the new 1 in 4? E intersection F is the probability of 1 and 4. Because you learn that kind of way. Mars Kahar that you can get both head and head. Just like we should inside again. Okay? Right. Now, so we should part of the 3. Head part. Probability of E and then probability of F given that E has occurred is equal to the probability of E intersection F over the probability of E. So these should cause my he and Katu is gun yeah. We should cause them that. Yeah, no. Maybe yeah head on, no. Let's go my contrast. Yeah? Ashley? Yeah. Is het wat is het nu, Ashley? Je maar niet small is it okay? Right. Okay. Well, on you okay, let's right. So it's in part of that. Hence investigate if E and F are independent. So levy now splayer, can you come in? Levy now splayer. The probability of E intersection F if we cosmlat the probability of E modify the probability of F. Okay, so sin live in your splayer. So reached, so the probability of E intersection F, hin Katu, cosmlat Midi falle, so tishin 4. So therefore tashid near splat. What's okay again in it? Now, first part there. What delay is supposed to lower map to the is my hint is the back out marking the text origin. If the probability math is independent, if the probability of f given that e occurs is equal to the probability of f, then it's independent faster. Okay, so raise market is the back assumption sure. The probability of f given that e occurs. Math is in the probability of f, which is half. So therefore, because the probability of f given that e occurs is equal to half, which is equal to the probability of f, then tasha faster ignorant right go outside your split. Which is okay again. Okay, right. Okay. So suppose Hockley notebook again is the first new split mata the probability of f given that e has occurred is equal to the probability of f. Ignorant right go outside your split. So just want to get you know how to share faster. Okay. Right, we see getting da is real in Sunnish. See me da care she agus one more casnation. So it's good art. So you me da care she agus art. Okay. So that's going that the probability move through kiss care. So the probability of A intersection B is equal to the probability of A multiplied by the probability of B. We all go out should now split. So test can change. Okay, so these tests can is equal to the probability of A is a quarter midi fa P. Is equal to P is going to care. Now go back to gene formula we are going to revision. Can you give? The probability of A union B is equal to the probability of A midi fa, the probability of B, or B plus it on, plus minus the probability of A intersection B for double counting. Can you go to the formula lesson? And then we can solve. So rate the probability of A union B is a third, so it's the heen sihu quadrum heen catu plus P minus P is going to care and solve for P. Well, testing because they're independent, testing that A intersection B is probability of A by the probability of B. We all go out should now split. So we wait until heen catu for P, you to P is going to care. Now, median what fa do yek, because right 3 care is to hand do yek. So you to care, quadrum so just median what fa do yek. So you to care, quadrum 3 plus do yek P minus 3P. Okay, so you to heen quadrum 3 mas do yek or P, so therefore the P quadrum heen is going to art. Oh, nui komen er snel. Nui. Three master nui. Okay. Right, you can do chocolate overballe. Shagus arty and do for your overballe at the hop. And then the minor rhyming gene multiplication. Now, Tamasha Hopal Gamidrala algebra or probability charting you. And then we go into the good stuff. Then you do like algebra, yes? I guess calculus, you're so gonna love it. I'm telling you, if you like algebra, you're gonna love calculus.